I know that Kellan and Jackson both love doing their own stunts as much as they can. So how was it to actually get into the fray this go-round, work with Jeff Amata, and actually get to kick some ass?
It was great. Oh man, yeah, working with somebody really of that caliber just was kind of upping all of our games, and you know it's really fun to kind of explore new styles and techniques, especially with these vampires. They're so old, you know, they've been around and they can study, and like with the superhuman agility and speed and everything like that, you really you always wonder what the fight choreography is going to end up looking like, and it was a lot of fun to do, and it looks amazing on screen.
And what about for the girls? Because you got into the mix this go round.
I'm always very resistant to action. I'm always afraid I'm going to, you know, either punch someone in the face, or I think I did do that at some point. Or did I hit you, Jackson?
I'm sure.
Oh no, that was
has.
Kellan.
Yeah.
No, I think it's really challenging to make that stuff look believable. And so just from an acting point of view, I find it really hard. And anytime someone even just pretends to hit me, I find that unpleasant. So I struggled with it, you know. I think Nikki is more easily able to kick ass.
Yeah, but I also discovered along the way that it's not about how hard you go for it. It's about looking graceful and elegant, and it's more like a dance, and I've sort of failed in that department. And also, I get really sad when I think about the amount of commitment that goes into learning these fight scenes, and we don't know if they're going to end up in the movie because, you know, they kind of have to overshoot in that department and put it together later, sort of like a puzzle, and see what's missing. And so I had a lot of moments where I felt like I really committed to a fight, and I wasn't sure if it was going to end up anywhere, and that's also kind of hard.
Speaking of dancing, Michael Sheen told us that the Team Cullen broke out in song to Sweet Dreams. Who was the leader of that, and who was the best dancer?
Tony Trucks was...
And Mia, right? Mia.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, maybe it was Mia, too. Yeah. Tony is a choreographer. She was one of our new additional vampires, and she brought us together, and I think a few people came up with that idea, and we really, I mean, we took our lunch breaks. We really went for it with that, and I can't believe we can talk about this openly. I said this 2 weeks ago, and then it was like a huge deal that I said it, and I gave it away, and I ruined it for everybody. Now we're like...
Talking about it nonstop.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Probably Michael
Clearly
Sheen.
me.
No, Michael Sheen had some of the craziest moves because he really incorporated his character into his moves. And so as we were like coming towards him, I mean, I shouldn't try and do it because it was very intense choreography and it was really fun. But Michael Sheen was just like, and just like being really fierce and like looking pissed. And it was just very funny and charming. And, you know, he's great.
Kellan, you're going from having a role in one of the most popular contemporary literary franchises ever to starring in one of the most popular literary franchises of the last century. Is there something particularly appealing about that or daunting to doing it?
As far as Tarzan?
Yeah.
You know, when I got into acting, you know, I just fell in love with everything about it. And for me, to step back and ask myself what would be a dream role. You know, growing up in the Midwest, I just loved the Monkey Man, and much like my character in Twilight, Emmett is the Monkey Man. So to make that transition to play the Monkey Man was quite fun for me. And you know, I just fell in love with the script. It was very hard for me to think that they were going to recreate a Tarzan after the 10th time. How could they, even after Disney's animated version? And when I read the script, it's so much more contemporary and modern, and just it's a brilliant script, full of comedy, full of action, and it is motion capture, which was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Quadrupeding, running, working with Peter Elliott on how to even walk like Tarzan, which is pretty much a ballerina-esque walk. And I played football, so to break my even Emmett walk took a couple weeks with Peter Elliott, and he was just telling me how people lead with their chin, lead with their knees, lead with their chest. You know, they roll with their back foot versus pull with the front, and stuff I had never really thought about. And we just did so much research, and I loved the whole experience, and I'm really looking forward to it.